Tarun Makhija. Certainly an overachiever, Mr. Tarun Makhija is an IT enthusiast, a progressive entrepreneur, and a highly regarded role model. I would now like to invite Sir to address the session.
Thank you so much, Shaila, for introducing me. And firstly, I want all of you to uh, be very, I would say, thankful to the people of VIT, right from Abhinav to Jagarit to whoever has been coordinating, to these amazing people who've been doing this amazing, I would say, show so far. And they've been right on time, they've been bang on time, and they're doing an amazing job. All the faculties and everybody who's in the room. So, first things first. Can you all hear me and see me?
Yes, sir.
All right, amazing. Okay. Now it's been what, about close to almost 3 hours that all of you are glued on the screen, right? Right or wrong?
Yes.
I would want somebody to keep responding. One of you, no, most of you. I don't want it to be chaotic, but you can unmute and it'll be more of an interactive session so that we have it both the ways. So what you need to do is firstly you need to give me like a yes in the chat box if you're excited for this session. I know you all are excited for lunch, but before that we will have this amazing half an hour with me, and then you're free to have your amazing lunches. So give me like a quick yes in the chat box if you can, if you're excited. Okay. All right. So we have a lot of you giving me like a yes, like about 5, 6 of you. So I guess only 5 or 6 of you are excited. The rest of you are like not excited. Okay. A few of you more. Okay. All right. So first things first, what I want all of you to do right now is with me, uh, close your eyes and breathe in with me, okay, on the count of three, and breathe out with me on the count of three again, okay? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in again and breathe out. Now rub your hands. Rub them. Now place them on your eyes for 10 seconds, starting now. All right, amazing. Do you all feel a little more relaxed now after like about 3 hours, 25 minutes of screening, total screen time?
Yes, sir.
All right, amazing. So now what you might be wondering now, what we are not here for meditation, we are not here for this kind of a session, but what you will be witnessing today is I would say something which is really close to me, and people generally don't talk about these things. They don't want to share these things, but I thought of sharing one of our failures and how did we actually go on. We went on and overcame the entire failure, and what else did we do about it. So I'll share my screen. If you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up. Give me 1 second. I'll share my screen. Yeah, can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Yeah?
Yes.
All right, perfect. So today we'll be talking about how to fail forward, always. Now, a lot of you have seen this, that people fail, people don't fail, but trust me about this one thing, that failure is the only thing which comes by experience and by doing. You cannot replace this thing by just reading it in the books or theory or other things. So I would want to tell all of you about failing. Fail forward, always. Now, before we begin that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am the co-founder and CEO of Big Mouth Digital and Media. I'm an IT engineer turned digital marketer who loves to work out, and I'm a lecturer, I'm a speaker, I'm a believer. I love food. I can travel to Mars for food, and I love making people happy. I think that's my ulterior motive to teach as many people as possible, to train as many professional students as possible, and to spread a smile wherever I go, wherever you interact with me. I will make sure that you are smiling, like you're smiling right now. And I'm also the host of the podcast called Be Limitless with Tarun Makhija, and also the Instagram live show called Tarun Ke Saath. So that's a little bit about me. And before we jump onto the little session today, I also want to tell you that after my engineering, what I'm doing today and where I am today, this was never the plan, okay? So life doesn't always go according to the plan. That's the best part about life. And what I believe strongly is that if you keep the belief in yourself and if you keep trusting the process, you definitely will reach a place where which you never imagined. So yes, I am an IT engineer, and I used to love HTML, CSS coding back in the days. I don't really love it right now because I think there are much amazing tools that you can make a website or an application on today. But what I want to tell you is, in our career, we've almost pitched. We, as in the team Big, has pitched almost, I guess, roughly 700 to 800 odd clients, being prospective clients. I guess in the last 3.5 years, we've pitched much more clients, and we've definitely been able to close a lot of them. But this one story I want to share with all of you. Now, if you're ready for a story, unmute and say yes because I can't see the chat screen. I can only see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Only three people are excited. I want more yeses. I want at least 50 people to say yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, amazing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I know you guys were waiting to speak since so long. Okay, let's get back to the story. So let's go back a little bit in time. Okay, let's go back to uh, July 2018. Now, that is when we were, in a decent, stable position. We were almost 2 years into the startup, and we were doing good. We were really, servicing good clients, and we were really, I would say, growing step by step onto another level. And we got this big opportunity to pitch one of our biggest clients, if that becomes our client till date. We got this opportunity to pitch this one client, and I can't reveal the name, unfortunately. But yes, we did get this opportunity. And we made a massive pitch, like a big plan of action, which all the digital jargons, with all the social media bit in it, with all the content creation bit in it, with all the performance marketing in it, all the things that you see on the online world possible, right from, their SEOs to their website. We made a big pitch in like about 7 days. There were about 4 people working on the pitch. And we definitely, I think, according to me and according to my belief, we pitched it right. We 100% pitched it right. But what happened is, we were also confident about closing the client. When you pitch a client, you know the kind of reaction the client is giving to you and the kind of closure, if it will happen or if it will not happen. So we were very confident about closing it. Now, after we met the marketing head and a couple of more people from their team, we did our entire pitch and we really pitched it very well. We showed them our ideas, and after a week of our pitch, the client responded. The client responded. Now, how many of you would want to know this response? Do you want to know this response? Let me tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
they said, we will get back to you in a month. Standard answer. We will get back to you in a month. Okay, guys, you were good on the pitch, and we will get back to you in a month. And we all really hoped that we would close this client, but it sadly did not happen. and after a month they never got back. A lot of clients, they never get back to you because probably it was not their priority at that moment. Marketing was not their priority, or probably they thought they could delay the process a little bit, or they got somebody else, and a lot of other things. And I think we failed as a team to pitch them, and I think we were incompetent at that moment to pitch them right. We thought our ideas were really amazing, but the client did not think so. So what did we do? We failed once, but we didn't give up. So we kept following up with the client, and we every month, once, or at least once in at least 2 months, there used to be a business development person calling the person for a short meeting, or what we've been doing new, or give us a chance to pitch again. And in February 2019, after almost a span of, I guess, 8 or 6, 7 months, we meet them again. We met them again, and now we get this opportunity to pitch them again. Now, I think it's one in a million that happens that a client invites you for pitching them again for such a long time. After such a long time, and I believe that we were hungry for that client because we were really wanted to get them on board. Now, we did our research even better this time. We did our competitor research, we did our brand research, we went into the crux of the brand, and we were breathing the brand ourselves. Trust me, if not for Big Mouth, my team became the client themselves. And they knew so much about the client after this pitch. So we finally worked even harder. We presented a beautiful plan of action to them as to what we will achieve in the next 3 months, what we will achieve in the next 6 months, and what is the big plan of the entire year for the brand. And this time around, it worked. And I think we got it. And my team and me, we were really happy that we felt that this time it really worked, and we finally have closed the client. They loved our ideas. They were all in, and I think the ball was in their court, and they had to just give us the signed papers. And March 2019, after 15 days of the pitching part, we had to sign the contract to seal the deal. Simple. That's what we do with every client. You sign a contract and you seal the deal, and the client is yours for the entire year. But boom! Surprise, surprise! The marketing head gives me a call and says, "Hey Tarun, I am resigning. I will be connecting you to a new marketing head who will be joining in a month or two. We're finding one, and until then, sorry couldn't help you much, but we really liked your pitch." And this time around, we got dejected. We the entire team got really dejected. We worked so hard. We pitched them right. We did all the right things. So in the first situation, in the first instance, probably we were incompetent. But in the second situation, the second instance, the situation was not in our favor. The marketing head leaving just after our pitch was, I would say, shocking as well as unbelievable to all of us. But we didn't lose hope. We did not really lose hope. So we failed. I guess we failed twice. And I think we really felt that we closed the client, but we were this close. We were this close to the client. But it fell apart. And we couldn't close the client. So we failed twice. And finally, in April 2019, so if you remember, we are in the story from July 18. Currently, we are in April 2019. Okay? When there was no corona around, there was all good things around you, around us. We could go out, party, chill, and meet people in person. And what we also got was the newly marketing head appointed gave us another chance to meet. And you know what she said? Hello guys, I've got a download from my ex colleague, and I would really like to get the entire pitch from you all over again. And this time around, we had to repitch the entire plan third time in a row. Third time in a row, meaning from July to Feb to now finally April to an altogether new person. Because when you pitch a person, you make a bond with them, right? You make a relation with them. Now establishing the same with a new person is absolutely not we were imagining to things to be like. But yes, nevertheless, we repitched. And we really did pitch them again, and we pitched her all our ideas. We pitched her whatever we pitched the last marketing head, plus more ideas, more suggestions, uh, more things that we could do for them, which were even out of our reach at that moment. Back in the days, we were probably not, we won't be able to do it. But yes, we really pitched them, and we really pitched them hard this time because we didn't want to lose this chance of getting this client. And do you know what happened this time? Any guesses? Unmute and go on. Anybody?
She liked it.
Okay. That's the ideal scenario. Okay.
Rejected again.
Rejected again. Okay. Okay. Two scenarios. She liked it or she rejected.
Wait for 1 month.
Yeah, the standard response. Wait for another month, we'll get back to you, and they never get back to you in a lot of instances. So she said, I kind of like your plan, but why don't you add this, and repitch to us one more time? And I will have my marketing director also in the meeting this time. And we said, okay, we were perseverant and we did not want to give up. We made our plan in the best capacity possible, and I remember 4 of my teammates, including me, we were sitting in the office that night for about close to 1:30, 2 o'clock, and finally I had to push them off the office that go home now, we will do our bit, we will do our best tomorrow. Next morning, we meet them again with the marketing director and the marketing head and 3 of our members and me from our team. And it was a 45-minute long pitch with extensive ideas on the digital front, what the company could do, what could they achieve, what will this benefit them, and how will this entire plan benefit them. And she loved our ideas this time. They all loved our ideas, and we finally thought that we had to we were kind of third time lucky, I would call it. I would say not the third, because this is the 12th or the 15th time. I'll tell you why. Because each follow-up, if I count, which the team was doing and which I was doing at myself as well, on my own level, we almost followed up with them about 12 times in those 8 months to get this pitch again. We got it again. And the marketing had changed. The new person came in, and we were finally third time lucky. She said, let's get you guys on board. And we were celebrating like Team India won World Cup in 2011. We were that happy. So she finally said, we finally sent the contract to them. They reviewed the contracts. They made some changes. And in May 2019, we finally sealed the deal. But this was not it. We did not get just one brand of theirs, okay? So there was a big group, okay? It's a big group of companies. It's a big group which has multiple sub-companies under it, all over the country. We got 3 of their brands on our portfolio. Now, how is that for failing and then succeeding? Good, bad, amazing. So we got 3 of their brands on our portfolio. And moral of the story is that nothing in life can stop you from failing. Yes, nobody can stop you from failing. We learn when we fail. And that's where I want to tell you that we should always learn from our failures Because persistency beats everything. If you're persistent enough to get something, trust me about this. If you put in the hard work, if you do your 100%, you will eventually get it. And nothing in this world will be impossible for all of you guys. That's my promise to you. And this is just a story in which we took 10 months to close a client. There might be many more instances which I can share with you, but this is the one instance which is very close to my heart, and I wanted to share this with you. So, conclusion is that you all have to act on things. Have an idea, pitch it. Have an idea, start a business. Have a blog, start it. Have anything to do with any goddamn thing in the world. Build a product, build something, build an app, build a website. You need to only be doing one thing, which all the speakers told you today. They gave everybody was giving their own life experiences, their shares, their bit of advices. You need to not just listen and, take it out from this year. You need to act on these things. If you don't act on it, nothing, I'm telling you, will be possible. You will not even fail. Forget trying. Because if you never try, you never fail. So, if you love the session so far, post a story on Instagram, tag us at the rate BigMouthDigital9, at the rate Tarun Makhija01. I'll give you about 15-20 seconds to do this, and in the meantime, I'll have a glass of water. Not a compulsion, totally, completely your choice. If you loved it so far, do tag us. You can do it in the later half of this presentation also. I would not say half, but do you all want a bonus, or you're happy with what you heard today?
Bonus.
I would want everybody to say big yeses so that we can share this with all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody who's calling me sir, yes, is fine, and Tarun is also perfectly fine. No sir, please, okay? Tarun is fine. Okay, so since some of you are very enthusiastic, some of you are thinking when will I have lunch, let's share it for the ones which are enthusiastic. I'll share my top 3 learnings during my college life and during the last 5 years of working in corporates, in an agency, and finally client side, and eventually running my own agency. Number 1, think about learning and not earning when you're young. You have heard this about a bazillion times, but I'm sure you get a little attracted towards that earning part. So financial freedom is important, but during your early days when you're young, I would say you all should only focus on one thing, which is keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep applying, and keep sharing whatever you're learning with everybody around you. Learning number 2, do as many internships as you can during college life. Now, how many of you have done an internship, or how many of you have been planning for one? I don't know. But one thing which I can tell you, which I definitely regret, is doing just 1 or 2 internships in my entire college life. I think that is the time when you get a lot of extra time on your hands. Do a work from home in this current scenario. Do a part-time thing. Do a full-time thing if you can. Do what you want. But do not do any internships. Do as many as you want. I would say do at least a couple of them per year if you can manage that. So that's about 7 to 8 in the entire 4 years of your engineering. Right? So do as many internships as you can during your college life. And last but not the least is, if you ever feel like giving up, okay, we all do, right? Even I do at times, that the things don't go right, things go wrong, things go haywire, they don't go as we planned. Ask for help from your best friends, from your colleagues, your mentor, or your parents. And trust me about this, guys. They trust you like nobody else, and they will do this one thing which nobody in this world can do to you the best way possible, is they will always uplift you. And that's what friends, colleagues, and parents and mentors are for. And with that, I just want to leave you with this one positive thought. Inside work, there is passion. Inside you, my friend, each one of you is a brave entrepreneur. That's my time, guys. Thank you so much for patiently listening to me. And it was an amazing thing to be here today. Thank you so very much. Open to all your questions.
Participants, if you have any questions, you can ask. So,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Can I know who's that?
Sir, this is Nalin Bhatt.
Hi, Nalin. How are you?
Sir, I'm good. Sir, my question is, like, you have such amazing communication skills. So, what can we do about like developing these kind of skills? What can we do for that?
Okay. I'll give you 3 tips, okay? Number one, read as many books as you can to develop your vocab and develop and better your skills of English. Number two, watch certain movies in English with subtitles if you can. Number three, and the most important thing, each time you want to present something or you want to probably, talk about college in a presentation or just pitch an idea to somebody, always rehearse it in front of the mirror. If possible, shoot yourself, not with the gun, but with the camera. Shoot yourself and see how are you presenting. Do you have those right hand gestures? Are you confident in your body language? Are you focused on it? Do you have distractions around you? And those 3 things I'm sure will help you gradually become better in your communication skills, and I think that's what is going to help you.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
guys,
Good
any
afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I'm Piyush. Sir, you were saying about taking as many internship as you can. Sir, how to manage this in the college? Like we have to, we can do many things. There are many opportunities, but how to manage it with our college life and this extra?
What are your college timings?
Sir, it depends. Like from 8 to till 5, we have something class. So in the weekend we are free.
Okay, in the weekends you're free, and generally you have 8 to 5 p.m. Okay, so you can do a part-time
Yes, sir.
internship after that. Let's say a couple of hour internship or a 3 hour internship, or you can do like a summer internship, or you can do an internship within your college also. How? Because I know that nobody who is an engineer goes to college every day, okay? I know there is a strict attendance policy. Your faculties will kill me. I'm not promoting anybody to not go to college. What I'm saying is, it is manageable in your own time space. Take an internship with flexible hours and work on that when you have time free, in the morning, in the evening, wherever you can take out time. Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, I would say give it to yourself, but I think you can still give some part of your Sunday to doing an internship. So take a flexible hour internship or take a part-time internship. That'll help.
hello, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
This is Sneha here.
Hi, Sneha.
So I am a first year student, and I want to know from where I can apply for internships and other things which you just said right now.
Okay. So firstly, you need to figure out what kind of internship do you want to do. You can do in multiple fields: finance, HR, engineering. You can have a technical internship. You can have a marketing internship. You can have a graphic design internship. You can have whatever your interest lies in. You can go to websites like internshala.com, go to interntheory.com, or you can go to naukri.com, which has an internship section separately. You can go to LinkedIn, the best place to go for internships today, and you can connect with HRs on LinkedIn. Ask them if they have an opportunity for you, if they have an internship for you, in which you are only looking for learning, and if there is no stipend, that's also fine. I would say preferably you should take a stipend, but so online website, job portals, and LinkedIn being the second most thing, and the third thing which you can also do is trying to connect with your parents' friends who have a company whom you can work with, or your friends or your sisters and brothers who work in companies. You can ask them also for an internship, and I'm sure you will get one from all of these sources.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. I'm Triparna.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. So I'm from first year. Like, I have a question. How can I increase my networking? Like, how can I increase my group of people? Like, you know.
All right, so I recently did an amazing podcast on networking. I would definitely want you to check that podcast out. Go to Spotify, go to the search bar, click on Be Limitless with Tarun Makhija. It's the first of the lot which is up on the top, which is 6 easy ways to network. I'll give you your answer also. The best place for you to network today is network with the right people where you want to reach in the future self. You see, okay, this is what I might be doing. Connect with those kind of people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn being the primary platform. If any of you who is listening to this and who's still in the session, you should be spending more time on LinkedIn versus Instagram, period. That's number one. Number two, try to connect with your communities on Facebook or on LinkedIn, or a friends group. You can form a small community in which you guys discuss business ideas, or you guys discuss new things that you're doing, or new internships that you're doing, because I'm a part of multiple networking organizations, business networking organizations. So in that case, you can start and build one for students. There might be something for students, I'm sure, in which students come and network. And I think apart from that, you can also network with your friends of friends. You might never know who's going to do what in future. It's very essential to have good bonds and good networking skills with those people who are in and around your circle, your circuit. And lastly, open your contacts. You might have so many people whom you never got in touch with. Catch up with them casually and see what they're doing in their lives. And I think for you, the best people to network with currently will be your peers, your colleagues, your classmates. I would say not really classmates, because you don't network with classmates, you bond with them, but it's no harm in discussing a new idea with them. Network with more people who are starting something, or who are doing something new, or whom you can also benefit in a way. Multiple sources, again, lot of sources.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, so I'm Akhil, sir. So right now I'm currently working in a startup, and I have a very simple question, like how long you stick with one internship? How long you like? How you decide that like I will still work or not explore other options?
Okay, let's do a question answer with you personally. Do you love what you
Okay.
do?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you loving your current internship?
10. I'll prefer working in job rather giving my exams right now.
Okay, okay. You need to have a degree, my friend. I know there are so many people talking about no degree, but have a degree. Good backup. It's always a good backup. So if you love what you do, and you love it on a scale of 1 to 10, you will love it on 10. Then, my friend, you're not in the wrong place.
Yeah.
You should be aiming at growing in that organization, by growing the organization with you. Today you are an intern, tomorrow you will become an executive, day after you become a senior executive, after a couple of years you become a manager, after 3 years, 4 years you become senior manager, and you keep piling up, you keep going up the pile. So you should leave a company, or any company for that matter, the day you feel there is no growth for you in the company. So when I was
I don't
working.
want to. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you down, but like the thing is, I don't want to be stuck in this hierarchy.
Okay.
Okay, so like if I want to work and I want to give contributions, I don't want to stuck in this, because honestly, I don't think that what post you have in a company really matters.
Okay.
So like being in a startup, so there's not startup is you don't have a specific task. You actually do everything you can.
Correct.
So right now, the person that I'm working with, he asked me what post do you want, and I'm like, dude, I don't know. I hope that I can give my contributions to you. So he made me the junior director of R&D.
Junior
and
director.
I know that
Wow.
thing doesn't mean anything.
You are the junior director already. Wow.
So the whole thing is that what my exact question was. So right now he's not paying me.
Okay.
And the last conversation we had, we were discussing that okay, as soon as the profits start coming in, he has to pay. Like he is himself agreeing that he wants to pay me because he appreciates my work.
Do you have it on paper,
So,
on an email?
Yes, I have.
This conversation you have on an email?
Sorry, what?
You have this conversation on email that you will be paid when the company.
No. This conversation was on a call. So if you ask me a written proof, there's no written proof of this.
So one tip for each one of you, if the person tells you that they will pay you in future and they're just delaying it for no reason, always take it on paper in your offer letter or internship letter or pre-appointment letter, whatever you might be getting, or an email. That after the first 2 months, 1 month or 3 months of your performance, if you like a performance, we'll be paying you an X amount. And if we like that performance, we'll continue that amount for a good amount of time. And after 6 months, we'll revise it again, or after a year, whatever. So never make this mistake. Always take things on paper. And I think your question was, how long should I be working in a company, in a startup?
Yes.
So I think there is no time foundation as such, because see, I was working in a company. It was an established company as an intern, and I worked there for about 3 months, and I got a full-time job. I did exceptionally well in the 7 months, and they were giving me a hike also. But I left the company because I was doing the same thing round and round in the last 2 months. So I realized that it's not helping me grow. So number one, if the startup is hampering your growth, move ahead. Number two, if the startup is not paying you as much as you deserve to be paid, move ahead. Yes, I told you that you should focus on learning. See, again, if the learning is not happening, then there's no point of sticking, right? I told you not to focus on earning, but some earning is good, because you would want your self to be proud of yourself. You're earning a little bit more than your pocket monies, and in today's time, I think people do many more things and not just rely on pocket monies. So I think the day you feel your growth in that organization is stopping and you're just repeating the same thing over and over again, that is the same day you should tell the person. Don't just go and resign. Tell the person, hey, hello, I don't think I am growing over here. I think the organization is growing amazing, but I've just been doing the same thing round and round again in the last 2, 3, 4 months, and I am kind of bored now. Either we, have a new profile for me, either we add certain things for me, or I would love to switch and move ahead. So that is where you should decide to switch.
So the thing is there's no scenario like this, and that I am in need of money, or I'm really short on that, so I need a job for the money. The whole point that I'm working was to learn over it.
Very
and
good.
The only point I'm sticking is because I'm learning over it. But then thing comes up is when you're putting so much efforts into something which is not even yours.
So okay.
Because that's what comes in. Okay.
So in our team, I call certain people the owner's manager. Some people in the team, they think like the owner. So they have the thought process like the owner, and they'll always give in advices. They will always think for the company and them also, but the company first. So if you feel that you're not really, you had this thought, that all this hard work I'm putting in is for somebody else. But if you believe in that somebody else's idea, and if you really feel that you can make it big with that person, then why not keep working with that person? And after a while, you never know. You can ask the person directly after 4, 5 years, or 3 years, or 2 years, that I would like to join in as a partner. Give me a small percentage of the stake in the company. Can you, or can you not?
Actually,
you can.
I am taking few decisions right now, but what if I just ask for the equity or a partnership after 6 months?
So again, see,
what is the approval rate for that?
see, I'll tell you. If you are somebody who shows the person that yes, I am the right person to share this small percentage or like X amount of equity with, they will definitely review more things with you, but they will definitely agree to you if you're the right person. Because if you were in my position, you will also think it twice, right, before sharing it with somebody else, because you've built this baby. It's your baby. You know, you can't just share it with somebody else. But if you feel that, if the person feels that you are equally passionate about building this baby together, he or she will hesitate once, twice, but you will definitely be lucky third or the fourth or the fifth time, and you will get it. And if you don't get it, you have an option to always move out. There are dozens of companies getting formed, dozens of companies getting closed every day. You will have a new startup to work in, you have a new firm to work in. So I think if you believe in something, you will never want to get this thought that okay, I'm working for this company only. End of the day, all this hard work goes in this, and what am I doing? So on that note, side by side, uh, try to build something which you believe in yourself also. It can be as small as like you start with an Instagram page or a page wherein you believe and share things which you like, teach something, entertain people, educate them, or just do something with the dude with the sign, just to keep doing that, and you might just make something on your own. Keep creating something, if you want to also explore the different side of you.
Okay.
I hope I could, answer your question in different ways.
Yes. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
You really answered what I was looking for.
I'm
And
I'm glad that I could.
think written on paper soon.
Oh wow, okay.
Sir,
Thank you, Tarun.
Yeah.
sir,
Yes.
sir, I am Aditya. Sir, the advice you gave that just take a written proof. So, sir, how can we ask for that? Like, if we ask directly, like, can you give us a written proof? So that may seem like we are not trusting him or her. So, in a
See,
kind way.
Okay. Have you ever bought a property without the paper? Like कि ये मेरी हो गई प्रॉपर्टी आज से जहाँ मैं बैठा हूँ, ऐसा होता है क्या कभी? नहीं ना.
No, sir.
तो हमको प्रूफ चाहिए होता है, राइट? So
Yeah.
I want to show it to my parents, I want to show it to my friends, or apart from all of these excuses, just be upfront and tell the person, thank you so much for the offer. I am very, very, very excited to work with you, and I would appreciate if you can just put this down on a paper or on an email, and I would love to join the very next day. Simple. Just be humble and tell,
Oh,
right? You're not asking for anything which is wrong, right? You're asking for what you deserve and which is your right.
Yeah, sir. This is the way that I just wanted to, have. So thank you for this.
Yeah, just be humble and tell them, I would really appreciate if you can give this in a written format. That's it.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Great. Okay.
And trust me, if the company is
so-
good, they will never get offended.
Right. So I guess this would be it. Thank you all. We are extremely grateful to you, sir, for joining us today and inspiring so many young minds. It was
you.
an absolute pleasure to have you address today's session. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
Uh,
it.
yes, sir. So with this, we would break for lunch now. Our next phase, which is the ideation round, starts at 2:30 p.m. sharp. I kindly request everyone to positively be back with us on time for the upcoming phases. A few important announcements for the participants. We have our valedictory ceremony from 4:45 p.m. Participants, please make sure you attend it positively. Guys, before you disperse, kindly fill in the feedback form, the link to which is available in the chat box. The responses to this form will be used to generate certificates for you by Team Gravitas. As the event is going to end by 5 p.m. today itself, we are obligated to tell you that after this event ends, please know that any emails or calls you get asking you to attend any other Gravitas team with a reference to social transformers is a scam. You are not obligated to attend any other event related to social transformers as there isn't any. So yeah, that would be it. Thank you for your attention. See you soon in the second phase. You may now disperse.
Feedback